That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Good morning.
Are you eating?
I took a bite at 3 seconds.
Dude, the countdown means we're starting.
I thought it was 13 seconds, and I took a bite, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. So you made it home yesterday, huh? A little icy.
Did. We
little
took
icy,
the
little
roundabout way
icy.
we went to Newtown and down. You know, like I told my kids, I said, it's crazy what technology is today, because back in the day, we just drove.
You just went for it, yeah.
You listen to the radio, you were hoping somebody'd tell you what road was bad and what one wasn't.
Yeah. I still just look at the road and say, I can make it.
Yeah.
I can make it.
You had some an adventure going home all the way to Grand Forks, but
yeah. Well, just from like Devil's Lake to Grand Forks was pretty rough. And I was like, God, did I make the right choice? And then once we got to Grand Forks and started heading south towards Fargo, it was wet.
Well, that was Jacob's comment. He texted me at Grand Forks. He goes, Dad, I should have stayed.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I said, worst case scenario, get a hotel room in Grand Forks and get up tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
He goes, nope, I'm going. I got an hour left. I said, all right. So he made it. And
it wasn't, once we got into Minnesota, it was like, I mean, it was weird. No, when we left Becky's parents, it was 22 degrees. And then we got to like, I want to say Fergus Falls, and it was 42 degrees. And it was just like it was, and we did all right. So we made it. It took a little bit longer than normal, but we're home and everybody's slept in their own bed and it felt good. And so
yeah, we got to get all the kids together, kind of.
That was a good time. My kids had fun, and your guys fed us really, really well. Right, way too many sweets.
Yeah, they were sweet. Yeah, we introduced you to some hip padders.
Oh, yeah.
They're called hip paddlers, but I always call them hip padders because you eat enough of them.
They were hip good is what they were. I mean, they were just good. They were good. The cheesecake was good too. So
it was. Yeah. Finally got a cheesecake at my Christmas.
Yeah. You treated us all right. And that wasn't a whole lot of fun driving home that night either. It was pretty foggy. We had crazy drives, but
oh really?
Yeah, it was tough and foggy on the way there and way back from the ski hill. And it was but you know what? That's what it's all about.
And Chad was hobbling around all night at the
house. Yeah. I'm back to normal now, though. So falling, I only fell twice, and it was once was getting onto the freaking conveyor belt because some kid had to get on there before me, and he kind of pushed me off to the side, pushed the old guy out. Well, he had his tube, so they have an inner tube side. You can snow tube, and you can ski, and you both ride the same. Instead of a chairlift, it's just like
and he booted you. And you
no, he just threw his tube on and it like hit me in my legs. And that conveyor belt or magic carpet or whatever you want to call it, it freaking grabs your skis. And I was like, my ski was like this instead of straight. And it's like, oh man, I'm gonna fall.
That's not good.
Yeah. Sure enough, I just tipped over backwards and fell off. And it was a good fall. Because people
that's good.
Are you okay? I'm like, just leave me alone. My pride hurts. I'm gonna get up.
It hurts, and if I get up, you might want to keep going.
I'm gonna find that kid, and I never saw him again because he's very lucky.
There you go.
But anyways, it's over. Now we're coming on to New Year's. So what do you?
New Year's on Monday.
New Year's Eve is Sunday. So you got some basketball coming up here the next couple of days. Is that where you're?
We're tomorrow we take off. We go practice on a Thursday at a different gym on the way up, and then we play at BSC at the college.
Okay, very nice. Very nice.
9 in the morning, and then we come home and then get ready for the weekend. Celebrate the new year 2024, and then
24. Yeah. So I got to start getting ready to go to Florida. We got a little
Tampa, that's right.
Yeah, a little soccer game coming up. So signed off on all that stuff. So Lily and I are leaving the 3rd and come back 7th. So next week we will do a live show from Florida.
There you go. I don't know where I'll be. I'm sure I'll be in North Dakota.
Freezing your jingle bells off is what you're saying.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
So do we want to talk about last weekend's games or not?
What games? We talking NFL, college?
Yeah,
I'm thinking we go to the bowls.
Well, we'll talk for sure. I mean that. Go ahead. Yeah, you had to.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know what.
Yeah, that's fine.
We didn't have a long pre-meeting, so
that's right. I don't know what are you thinking here? You've got a pretty solid lead in the bowl games, but
yeah, but that could vanish after 2 days.
Yeah, we had a pretty good. Both of us had a pretty good day yesterday by picking 3 of the 4 right.
Yep. And I think what I'll do for the rest of the way, I think I'll let you pick first, and then I'll let you know what I pick. How about that?
Well, we got to do every other. That seems to be fair. But if that's the way you want to do it, I'm okay.
No.
That's the way
we'll be okay. I'll pick the first one since I'm the leader, and then we'll just alternate from there. How about that?
Okay, sounds good. You got them ready to go?
You bet.
Okay.
They start today at noon.
Okay.
Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com. All right.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech playing Tulane.
Okay.
Tulane is 11-2. Virginia Tech is 6-6. Virginia Tech favored by 10.5. So the 6-6 team is favored by 10.5.
Because Virginia Tech plays tougher teams in college. So, yep. So you go ahead and pick first, my friend.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Vegas on it. I'm going to go Virginia Tech.
As am I. I will take the Tech over the Green Wave.
Okay. Duke's Mayo Bowl. Now, why would they put North Carolina in this? I have no idea. But they are playing in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. North Carolina 8-4. West Virginia 8-4. West Virginia favored by 6.
Well, I think the Duke Mayo Bowl is played in North Carolina. I think. I don't know. I'm just trying to remember because. Am I correct?
It is being played at Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Carolina. Yep.
So there you go, buddy. They try to do it.
Why not bring Duke into it?
Well, because
I know it's probably not. Yeah,
Duke is the mayonnaise, brother.
I know.
It's not the freaking Blue Devils.
But you know what? I know. But I think there'd be. Would the Vikings play in the Bear Down Bowl? I mean, come on, let's go.
So, anyways, I'm gonna pick the Tar Heels.
That's why I'm going because I'm a North Carolina fan. So
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
All right, number 15, Louisville 10-3 against 7-5 USC minus Caleb Williams. Louisville favored by 7. I'm going to go with the ranked Louisville.
As am I. Caleb Williams is not playing. He's sitting it out.
As far as I know, he said he was going to sit out like 5 weeks ago when they lost their 5th game and was crying on the sidelines.
Okay. I will pick the Cardinals as well. Louisville.
All right. So far, Nolan has a safe lead of 9. Still safe. Yeah. All right. Texas A&M 7-5 at number 20, Oklahoma State 9-4. Oklahoma State favored by 3 in the Tax Account Texas Bowl.
Well, I'm the first pick, and with my first pick, I'm going to pick Oklahoma State.
All right, good, because I just started writing down TEX.
Did you?
Yep. So I'm going to go
with
A&M. Texas A&M.
All right.
And you are going Oklahoma. All right.
Johnny Manziel showing up.
Yep.
Okay.
So those are games on Wednesday,
which is
today. Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, which is today.
Yes. All right. Games tomorrow, brother. What you got?
Thursday, tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
SMU in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, 11-2, taking on Boston College. And SMU is favored by 10.
Taking on Boston College in Fenway Park. You get to pick first.
I'm going to go SMU.
What conference does SMU play in? I guess I don't know. Are they in? Do they play like? They got to play like crap teams, right? Or else they'd be ranked.
They're in the American Athletic Conference. They play Tulane, UTSA, Memphis, USF, Rice, Navy, all those teams.
Give me Boston College.
BC.
SMU plays like Chad and Nolan's football team. I mean, that's
well, Boston College probably ain't far behind. I don't know.
Hey, they play the East Coast schools.
Oh, they beat up on Syracuse. Yeah, they beat up on UConn. These are basketball towns.
What's the next game? What's the next game? The Ramblin' Wreck. Son of a gun.
Rutgers 6
Big
and
10
6 against Miami. 7 and 5. Rutgers favored by 1 in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Well, the Miami Hurricanes are going to win the Mowers, according to me.
Okay, I'm going to go Miami as well. Number 18, North Carolina State, 9 and 3 against number 25 ranked Kansas State, 8 and 4. Kansas State favored by 2, and this is the ever popular Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Ooh, you're up.
I'm going to go NC State.
I'm going to go Kansas State.
All right, Arizona 9 and 3, number 14 ranked against number 12 ranked Oklahoma. Arizona is favored by 3.
I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking. All right. So Friday has 4 more games.
All right.
Saturday's games start at 10 a.m. We're going to be able to wake up early enough to do a 10 a.m. show?
Maybe.
Okay. Friday. All right. Clemson in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Clemson, number 22 in the nation, 8 and 4 against Kentucky, 7 and 5. Clemson favored by 4. I'm going to go Clemson.
As am I, sir.
All right, now we're starting to get some highly ranked teams now.
These are the ones where...
Yeah, these are going to be the deciding factors here. Notre Dame, number 16 in the nation, in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl against number 19 Oregon State at 8 and 4. Notre Dame is favored by 6.
Can I pick Tony the Tiger instead?
You can take Tony the Tiger.
Okay. I'm gonna take the Fighting Irish.
That's who I got written down already.
The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
You freaking kidding me?
No, I know. AutoZone Liberty Bowl's up next.
Liberty Bowl.
Iowa State 7 and 5 against Memphis 9 and 3. And Iowa State favored by 10.5.
Wow.
I wrote my pick down.
Well, you pick first, brother.
Oh, I'll tell you then. Iowa State.
That's who I got circled. You cheat.
All right.
I figured you'd pick every highly ranked teams. Give it up. Let's go. Come on. What's next? What's next? You're still on. I can still hear you.
Whatever. Okay. Number 9, Missouri, 10 and 2 against number 7, Ohio State. Ohio State favored by 3.
Oh, I'd put me Buckeyes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
What bowl is that? The Fiesta Bowl?
This is the Goodyear Cotton Bowl.
Oh, wow. Okay. That used to be the big bowl. Remember that, man?
Yeah.
Cotton Bowl
Yep.
was like the big deal.
So now 4 on Saturday, there's the Chick-fil-A Bowl, the TransPerfect Music City Bowl, Capital One Orange Bowl.
Well, let's just pick those quick, just in case we don't make it.
Okay. Saturday, Ole Miss 10 and 2 against Penn State 10 and 2. Penn State favored by 4.5.
I can't. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you're up first.
I'm going to go Penn State
I'm going to take Ole Miss
because they're
Lane
highly
Kiffin.
ranked.
And Lane Kiffin's a better coach than Penn State. So
Yeah,
Ole
Penn
Miss.
State's 10th in the nation. Ole
Yeah,
Miss is
Penn-
11th.
and Penn State had a bunch of people walk off, but it's too late. They're already in the transfer portal. They're not playing. Adios to that win, no Leonardo.
I think I'm going to switch to.
you can't.
I'll do what you do. It's like, well,
Oh,
if so and so doesn't play on Wednesday, then I'm going to switch.
Those are just for the money picks, my friend.
Whatever. Okay, Auburn 6 and 6, Maryland 7 and 5 in the TransPerfect Music City Bowl. Auburn favored by 7.
I'm going to take the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, they should have played in the Tony the Tiger Bowl.
They should have.
All right, where are we at? All right, number 5, Florida State 13 and 0 against number 6, Georgia at 12 and 1. And Georgia's favored by 19.
I think it's you pick first, but
Yeah,
I'm going
gonna
to
go
take Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
Yeah.
Georgia should have been in the playoffs, but whatever.
Well, Florida should have been too. Florida State.
Well, Not really. If they're underdog by 19 points, then obviously.
Yeah, it's just, but they were undefeated. They got a better record.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Toledo 11-2, Wyoming 8-4. Wyoming favored by 3 in the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl.
you know what? Interesting tidbit here. The coach for Wyoming, I believe, is the former coach of North Dakota State
And
from
yes,
way
you,
back when.
Craig Bull, yeah.
Yeah.
We have the first year he was there. Small little tidbit story for you.
Look at listen to this.
bringing the
Either
knowledge.
the first or second year, my son and a couple of his teammates went to a camp in Wyoming, and we were able to, or to a camp. And as we walked in, who was the first person we see come walk out of this big indoor practice facility? None other than Craig Bull. And of course, I'm sure he hears it like Phil Jackson hears it. Hey, we're from North Dakota. So he whips his head around and, all right, get over here, take a picture with me, boys. So I got a picture with Craig Bull.
Oh, there you go. So is Craig Bull going to win this bowl game?
No, I'm taking Toledo.
Okay.
But Wyoming's favored.
You went all that way to frickin' say, nah, I'm taking Toledo. Well, I'm gonna go Wyoming. I like Wyoming better than I like Ohio. So seems to be a better state anyways.
Really? Wow, we're gonna start ranking states now, huh?
Well, that'll be our top 6 someday. Top
There we
6
go.
states. All right.
Well, so
We'll get on Saturday. We'll get on Saturday. We'll do a quick bowl edition for the big ones that are coming up.
Yep. And we have 5 different, as I have a 9-game lead as of right now. Could be in double digits.
Could be.
By
Could
Saturday.
be the other way.
And it could be down to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We will not eliminate Chad quite yet.
Yeah. And just so you know, Nolan did buy a WWE belt that says, what is it? What did you have put on there? Toilet bowl champ?
No.
Or something like that? No.
Bowl picking champ.
Bowl.
College bowl picking champ.
Pow. There you go.
I haven't designed it yet. I haven't.
Oh, I thought it was already ordered and
No.
pretty much hanging up on your wall.
I'm waiting until I get about 3 or 4 games left, and then when you got the E by your name that says eliminated.
Eliminated. Okay.
Then we'll play the rest of the games out, regular season.
Okay.
And then we'll have a podcast probably on Monday night during the championship game. Crowning.
Now,
Maybe
if
it'll be
you
a
want to
crown.
crown
Who
them,
knows?
then crown their ass.
You crowned me, boy. Because not only is that up for grabs,
The weekly picks is up for grabs too.
yeah, the money I don't think I can get back in.
I think you're done on the money. Well, let's do the money, then we'll do our picks because it's easier that way. Right?
Sure. But there still is a possibility so this is going through the playoffs as well, right?
Well, of course.
This will go through the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl will be the end.
Yes.
So I still have a shot.
Yes.
Even if I'm down whatever, I can still bet whatever I want.
Well, either that or we can just continue moving it forward into the baseball and basketball season if you want, or we can just start over.
No, I think we start over. I think Super Bowl should be the end of it. And,
Okay. Sounds good.
Then we'll have another belt hanging behind me on the wall.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, brother. So our first game we're gonna pick it's good game. It's gonna be Lions versus the Cowboys.
Oh, don't skip. Oh, yeah, money. Sorry.
Yeah, we're talking
one.
money pick,
Yeah.
boy.
I'm thinking tomorrow already.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers never played, so I don't know why you got $6,400 in your pocket, but he never played.
Telling you, I text you saying he's not gonna play. Even before he said he wasn't gonna play.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, but for 5 weeks, you were sold that he was coming back. He was playing.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Lions,
There it is.
Dallas.
Lions, Dallas.
6-point favorites are the Dallas Cowboys. Even after laying some eggs, and what are they, 3 in a row or 2 in a row?
2 in a row, I believe.
Mm.
2 in a row. You know, I got to give credit to the Lions. They intercepted Mullins 4 times, 4 terrible passes, but
Well,
the Vikings still almost won that freaking game. And Cowboys never lose at home, Nolan. And so I'm going to take the Cowboys to beat the Lions by 6.
you know, it's weird. I mean, in the last how many weeks, you're like a broken record. After the Bears game, well, our quarterback threw 4 interceptions, but we almost won. You know, your quarterbacks, the quarterback room, that has to be the most lonely room in the Vikings training camp.
Well, we're not
Or not
talking
in the
about
training
we're not talking about the Vikings right now, Nolan.
I know.
I will give
but
my
you
I will
brought
give
up
my
Mullins.
opinion. When we get
Okay.
to the Packers Vikings, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
All right, I'm taking Lions plus 6.
Okay.
Let's
very
get
good.
to that Viking game. That's a Sunday night, last game of the week. And
Vikings are favored by 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Packers.
Wow.
With hopes that they don't win, because I'm a Viking fan and I love it when we beat Packers twice. But everyone's calling for like, oh, if Jaron Hall doesn't start this week, we know where he sits in Kevin O'Connell's plans. Well, no, he doesn't. The Vikings still have a shot of making the playoffs. I think you go with the better of the 2, the more experienced, then you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I think you go with the better of the 2. But again, I think you have a short leash. And if he throws, if they're going down the field on their first drive and he throws an interception, yank him. That would be my.
But is Mullins the better of the 2? That is the question.
I don't know. Hawkinson's out now.
Obviously he has to be. But without Hawkinson, I don't think the Vikings have a chance. I think their season's over with. I think I'm picking Green Bay plus 2.
Yeah, that's in mind.
And Vikings will be looking at a decent draft pick next year.
Decent draft pick.
Will they trade up to get a Bo Nix or one of those guys?
So here's a little added tidbit of info. And this is from some news that I've heard. The Vikings are going to sign Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, because if Jefferson, they will both be Minnesota Vikings next year. And that's I said it, and they will be going to
Playoffs
next year.
Yep. I think we all know who's going to the playoffs. We know who's winning the division next year. It's a team that's starting to roll a little bit.
The Bears are who we thought they were.
Yes, they are going to go to they're going to be division champs next year.
Well, let's talk about them. Falcons Bears this week.
Yeah, that there's no question. -3. It's going to be either
circled.
We're playing either Justin Fields' next team, or they're going to roll with them. The more and more I see, Chad, it looks like Caleb Williams is coming to Chicago. I'm seeing more and more of it.
But from who?
Well, I know it's all over. It's just, but to me, I'm still thinking Field stays. We trade the number 1. We get a high, like a 3, 4, 5. We trade with either New England or somebody. I don't think the focus is on Harrison so much. I think we're either going to get Neighbors or somebody like that from LSU.
Well, golly, Jim Neighbors.
Jim Neighbors, boy.
Golly. Like I was on X this morning, and Dan Orlovsky, guy's such a tool, dude. The guy is.
Why
he's
you
a
listen
tool.
to him?
I was just reading because it's on there, and he was like, I said at the beginning of the season that Patrick Mahomes had 0. I'm like, you did not. I remember watching you saying that Patrick Mahomes is going to have an MVP season and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, you can't change your opinions. As you go back and listen to the tapes. You were slurping on him like a freaking Slurpee. He's just a boy. I can't stand the guy. I need to quit following him because he makes me mad. I don't like being mad.
Yeah.
Don't like being mad. I just don't. Yeah. So, anyways, so we did pick the Bears Falcons, right? We both think that the Bears are going to win.
Okay. Postseason is going to be not playoffs, but the postseason for the Bears is going to be crazy. I think the NFL in general, I think is going to be. There's going to be some trades. There's going to be some good stuff going on, and
could be some more excitement going on than normal.
I mean, yep. And then you look at next week, how many open head coaching jobs are there going to be, or the week after? There's going to be probably 5 or 6 again.
Yeah, and we'll have that coming out here in a little bit, and we'll see what's going on. But all right, how about Dolphins versus the Ravens? That's another money game we got going on.
Yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore 3.5.
I took the Ravens as well.
Okay. What do you got? Tampa Bay's favored by 3.
Yep, over the Saints. Winner of that game probably goes to the playoffs, and the loser goes home.
Well, if Tampa Bay loses, then they're both 8-8 with 1 game to go.
And I think the Rams and the Seahawks are still better teams than both of those. So I'm gonna
about Seattle. I'm not sold on Seattle.
I would be. They're starting to get healthy now, buddy.
Well, yeah, but you squeak out a win against who'd they play this last weekend? Titans. As much as we dog the Titans, they're not really that bad of a team. They're kind of they got a rookie quarterback in, and he's made a couple mistakes. So they're terrible.
They're terrible. They're Charles Barkley terrible. But I'm going to take the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to win. I think
I'm going to go Bucks -3. Yep.
Baker Mayfield and DeMar Hamlin will probably share comeback player of the year because Baker's had a pretty good year, man.
Yeah.
And we kind of dogged him at the beginning of the year, but he's done all right. So give him props. Got to give the guy props. So our final one, this will be Bengals versus Chiefs. And we had the Chiefs are favored by 7.
Oh, hold on a second. Hello. Yep. Yo, and I had a question for you. Is Taylor Swift going to be at the game this weekend? She is. Okay. Then that decides my pick then. I'm going to go Cincinnati +7. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Cincinnati +7. I'm taking it.
You're taking the Bengals? You're taking the Bengals?
There. Yep.
Okay. I also have the Bengals circled as well. So
Chad stuck a fork in these Chiefs how many weeks ago?
Yeah. And I don't know. I just Taylor Swift's kind of put him in a they were more worried about if she was coming to the game or not. And so that's why I thought
they're more worried about that. Mahomes is more worried about his commercials. Kelsey's more worried about Swift. They've kind of forgot about picking up a wide receiver.
They can't run the ball. Their one wide receiver doesn't know to stay on side, or he can't catch, or he can't do this. And
but he wasn't offsides. He wasn't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
His whole body was across the line, but he should have been warned first. Because that's what we do when I'm like officiating basketball or something. I warn somebody, hey, don't slap that kid again, or I'm going to
slap him in the face again.
Foul on you if you do that.
There you go.
All right, so it looks like all 6 picks are the same this week.
No. I picked the Cowboys. You picked the Lions.
Oh, I didn't write that down. Okay, we both picked Chicago. Both picked Green Bay. Tampa, Baltimore, Cincy.
You got it, buddy.
So I rest $100 on you this week. All right, good.
Rest the games. Jets versus the Browns. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Yep. And I can no longer use my term of Browns are the Browns. Can't even do that anymore because they're good.
Yeah. They're playing some good ball.
They got a good defense.
Yep. And I've been saying that all year long, brother.
All
Titans at the Texans.
Oh, you're skipping way down there, huh? Titans at Texans. I'm going to go Texans.
That's who I have as well. And then my list goes the Patriots versus the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills.
Yep. I will too.
And then mine go to Cards versus the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles.
Yeah. Cards are in lose mode.
Yep. And then I go to Panthers versus Jaguars. Your pick?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, I got Jacksonville as well.
And the Bears will be celebrating the number 1 pick overall in the draft. Let the trade offers begin.
Is Mike Singletary going to drop his pants when they get the number 1 pick?
He might. Him or Mike Tice, one of the two.
Okay. All right. All right. Raiders versus the Colts actually has some bearing on this. I'm going to take the Colts.
I'm going Vegas.
Are you? Okay.
Yep.
I thought about it, but
Colts have been looking horrible.
Yeah. Garner. Rams versus Giants. Danny DeVito got pulled.
Yeah, for Tyrod again.
For Tyrod. I'm thinking the Giants might be able to squeak this one out because it's the Rams from LA going to New York, but I'm going to stick with the Rams.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay.
I'm also looking forward to, hopefully things pan out. Hopefully the Rams make the playoffs, and I'm going to love me some Rams going to Detroit in the first round of the playoffs.
That'll be all right. Because I remember you didn't like Matt Stafford when he was with the Lions.
I wasn't a fan. No.
Are you now? Has that changed since he's went to the Rams, or is it just
once he gets out of the division, you realize how good of a quarterback he is.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
I'm just saying. I remember a few of those posts from
yeah.
a long time ago when we would talk. He'd be like, I just can't stand the guy. He's not very good quarterback.
NFC has 3 teams at 11-4.
Yep.
So number 1 seed is still up in the air. 49ers really laid an egg on the other night.
But
they didn't lay an egg, I shouldn't say, but Baltimore
played a pretty good team in Baltimore.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking the 49ers are going to cruise to a victory over the Commanders this week.
Is that our next pick?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going 49ers as well.
Okay, and then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, who just keep winning, even though they're a terrible team, versus the Seattle Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle.
Okay, and then we got the Chargers versus the Broncos.
I'm going to go Denver.
I'm going to take Denver too, but what did you think about old Easton Stick playing the other night?
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't think about it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just saw a body back there with a number on it.
Yeah.
Number on his jersey.
As we watched at your parents' house. I thought it was a pretty good game.
Yep.
Good time. So there's that. So, Vikings. Told you, Kirk Cousins is coming back next year. Jaron Hall will be the backup quarterback next year.
Well, Mullins shouldn't be employed after next weekend.
Mullins and Joshua Dobbs will not be on this roster next year.
No.
I think the Vikings first round pick needs to be centered around a cornerback that is 6'5" or another offensive lineman.
You got to find somebody to stop Justin Fields. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, they got that.
And how do you do that? Your front 7.
They already got that already.
Oh.
They're young up front. They've got 3 guys that are coming back from injuries next year.
Young and inexperienced, right?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
I know.
They got 3 guys that are coming back. They'll be all right. I think they'll sign Hunter too. You cannot not sign Danielle unless you want to trade him for something else. You trade him for something. But
is he a free agent or is he?
Actually, I think he is. I think he signed a 1-year deal. So
okay. So he could be coming to Chicago.
Kind of like the Jared Allen. Yeah, absolutely. That's where the career. If you want to, if you want your career to end up,
you want your Montez easy, buddy. Let's watch your lips now. Watch what you're saying.
I'm just saying
that. No, there's no career. Nothing. He's still a young boy. The Bears are going to be winning some football games next year. They are now. They've already more than doubled their win total from last year.
That's the death
with
candle.
6 wins.
I just lit the death candle if you go to Chicago. Anyways, I know you're getting mad. Why is it always me? Why doesn't it go to you? Like I tried to get rid of me and it just kept you. It went
you gotta remove yourself.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go. Now you're gone. But I can't hear you.
Then how did you answer me then?
I seen your lips moving.
Okay, gotcha.
So did you ask me if you can hear me? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah. I
Oh.
said, "Hey, can you hear me?" He's like, "I can't
Oh.
hear you." I'm like, "Boy, this guy's funny. He's got
Yeah.
a whole bunch of jokes going on today." So, well, we'll talk. We'll talk after this weekend about what we think our teams are going to do.
So we're gonna talk. Okay, so
You want to talk your draft? Do you have a draft lineup right there?
well, I'm just gonna say here. So all the games are on Sunday, except
Yeah.
for 2. So we'll be able to talk playoffs on Saturday, right?
Possibly.
I guess.
I thought you No, I thought you untickered these.
not those.
Oh, okay. So, well, you can see the AFC picks going down below. Oh, now you got rid of them. Boy.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know if this would be too much. Oh no, it's not.
No, that works. So that's what we're sitting at right now. Baltimore, Miami, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. I thought Buffalo jumped up in there, didn't they? I think Buffalo jumped over Indianapolis, but
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
but you did those, didn't you?
No, I didn't do the AFC one.
Oh, yeah. Buffalo right now is sitting in the 6th spot at 9-6.
Let's
So
go
they're
to the NFC. There we go. There we go. I know this one's right. So got San Fran, Philly, Detroit, Tampa, Dallas, Rams, Seahawks, and still alive are the Vikings, Packers, Falcons, and Bears.
Dallas could get lucky and go to Tampa Bay the first week, but Tampa's playing some good football.
Tampa's playing good ball.
Currently, we'd see the Rams going to Detroit and the Seahawks going to Philadelphia. I don't think Detroit wants to see Stafford. I seriously don't. Dan Campbell can say whatever he wants. I know what he's going to say. Bring on.
They're going to bite his kneecap off.
Yeah. I would not want to see Matthew Stafford and the Rams come to Detroit. It would not be good for Detroit, I don't think. I think there'd be too much thought put into it. I think they'd be.
How do you know?
Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a game, dude.
So 7 teams alive.
Yep.
9 teams alive.
9 teams alive. There you go. There you go. So I think we should probably do a Monday show after the weekend. Then we'll know. Or no, New Year's. Yeah, I'll be around New Year's. I'm not really doing anything.
On New Year's?
Yeah.
I'll be around.
Yeah, Becky's working, so we're not doing anything the night before. So just be quiet after 8 p.m. because I'll be sleeping.
So Monday, January 1st, there's 5 bowl games. There's 3 that you're just playing them out, but you have the 2 starting at 3 o'clock, Alabama, Michigan. We could jump on.
Yeah, we could do it then.
Time of that one.
Yeah, let's do that because that's going to be your big betting one right there, isn't it?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to bet it because I think Alabama might end up knocking them off, but I don't know.
2 weeks ago, I was like, man, they're going to steamroll the Tide. They're going to steamroll the Tide.
I think they still will, but it's just kind of like Matthew Stafford coming to town. It's like, did you really want to see Alabama? I kind of had the same reaction when they were the 4. When they came in as the 4 seed, it was just kind of like, oh.
I was like, as soon as I saw Alabama 4 and Michigan was 1, I said Michigan season's over. I just think Saban's got that team. They haven't lost since Texas.
Yeah,
dude, they're gonna, and it's not. Trust me, I would like to see Michigan win just because they're a Big Ten team and from around here, and it's always Nick Saban, Alabama. But I just think that I think he's probably a better coach than Jim Harbaugh, and they got that whole 6 weeks to prepare for a team. I think he knows how to prepare for a team better than anybody, man.
So what has quieted down is Jim Harbaugh coming to the NFL.
He is going to the Chargers, buddy. I told you that.
You told me Bill Belichick's going to the Chargers.
I did that too, didn't I? Yeah.
Everybody's going to the Chargers.
What?
Just
he's not coming to the Bears. You even said it. Eberflus is safe. He's not coming to the Bears at all.
Yep.
And so we'll does he show up in Washington?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or does Bieniemy get that job?
I don't think you go to. I think Bieniemy gets it, or nobody
Or
wants
do
to
you-
go to Washington.
So then you say the Chargers. That's a pretty good gig, dude.
Yeah,
Pretty
Yep.
good gig.
I think, like you said, Belichick. I don't think Harbaugh goes to the NFL, but
Okay. Well, we'll talk after Michigan loses on that.
and then coming up in a couple weeks is Montana and South Dakota State, the FCS championship. NDSU was knocked out last week by Montana on a crazy 2-point conversion try that was a trickery play. I don't know why you pull that play out, but it ended your season.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
We
but
could
South Dakota State's favored by 12.5. I think they're going to roll to their back-to-back championships, I think.
Yeah. So is the dynasty in North Carolina or North Dakota over?
I think so, because they just lost their coach now. He's going to USC to be a linebacker coach.
Yep. Yep. You can't blame him, can you?
Huh?
You can't blame the guy, can you?
Oh, no. You got to, if you're a coach in that type of a system, and I mean, look at Craig Bowl. I mean, he jumped to Wyoming after he won all his championships.
Right.
So when you're winning, man, you got to take advantage of whatever you can. And then you go somewhere else, you realize that, wow, NDSU didn't really play a lot of good teams. And now everybody's kind of catching up to NDSU.
Well, they're kind of following the pattern.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Nolan. Can a college recruit to say, hey, you get to play Alabama every year and you get to play this team every year and we might have a chance of beating them at one point? You know, is that a recruitment tool?
Yeah, I don't know. But NDSU is going to play the Buffaloes next year. First game of the year.
Really? Colorado?
Really?
Really?
Colorado, yeah.
How great would that be if they freaking knocked them off?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be. I think it's in Colorado. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
But that would be a cool game to go to. But I'm thinking the ticket probably on our know the score budget. I don't think we'd be able to pop a ticket anywhere close to seeing this game.
well, yeah, going to Colorado too. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know. Dion might be gone. He might say, you know what? I'm going to go be the coach at whatever. But
I could.
yeah,
He could be.
you don't know. So, all right, man. I got to get ready. Oh, go ahead.
Quickly touch on NBA. Timberwolves is still rolling along.
Yeah, they got beat by Oklahoma City last night. But Oklahoma City's pretty good up and coming team as well.
Still the second best team in the league.
Yep.
Number one in the
West.
but Denver's starting to pick up momentum now. They've
Yep.
won 5 in a row.
Yeah. So it'll be whoever comes out of that West is going to be a beat up playoff team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you watch the Lakers Celtic game the other night? Probably
I
not.
did. No, I did not. No.
So we're watching it, and LeBron's guarding this guy, and he lifts his leg up and kind of knees him in the hip of the back area, which to me, the guy that got kneed probably would be down for the end. He went down, and then all of a sudden they showed LeBron over there rolling around, grabbing his knee like he just tore his ACL, and trainers are out there and hobbles out because he kind of glanced back and saw the guy from the Celtics laying there.
Yeah.
So then he grabbed his knee, and then he gets to the sideline, walks around, straightens it out, checks back in after 2 minutes. And I'm just like, come on, LeBron.
He's making your team kind of a.
Well, then you raise that banner. That was horrible. That was
Did old Chuck Barkley say it was terrible?
Oh yeah.
Did he?
He said if LA raises that banner, he goes, I'm going to make fun of him on live TV. And I haven't seen it yet, but no, it's ridiculous. It's a 4-game in-season tournament. You don't hang a banner for that. And LeBron was the MVP of it, which made it even more.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. They got to concentrate on the regular season.
Yep. Is that the NBA starting to do little scripts here and there? Is that what's going on?
I don't know what the NBA is doing. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to MLB.
There you go.
And I've seen people complaining about ticket prices already wherever the Dodgers play. But I can tell you this. I checked in on a stadium in the middle of August. That's pretty close to you. And it's not in Target Field. I might be giving you a call saying, hey, we're going to make a trip to Milwaukee.
We're going to see the Brew Crew.
$32 out in the outfield.
Oh, we definitely do that.
Yeah,
we definitely do that.
I kind of was thinking in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I could bring the crew out to Rochester.
Yeah.
Whoever wanted to go to the game can jump in a different vehicle and go. The other
Yep.
ones can hang in Rochester. And
Oh no, we would drop them off at Wisconsin Dells. That's about
there you
halfway
go.
there. Yeah, and then
oh,
we
is
could,
it? Okay.
yeah, and then we could just stop back on the way and hang out at the water park.
Because we could make it a 1-day event, right?
Oh yeah. Well, if we were going to the game, we could go to the game and then we could drive back to Wisconsin Dells and just spend the night in the Dells. It's pretty fun there. You ever been there?
We got married. That was our honeymoon.
Oh,
But I never won any water slides.
no, you got to do that. There's one place that's got water slides, roller coasters, and go-karts, and you just go crazy. So,
One thing you don't want to do on your honeymoon is go on a water slide.
that's true. That's true. So I guess you're right. So, all right, my man. Well, we got to meet some friends for some lunch. So I got to get myself up and rolling.
I got to work a little bit.
Well, you do that, and we'll talk to you on
Saturday sometime.
They cheer for us. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I thought it was that. Must have added people because the first ones were like 4 people in the back.
Yeah. We the studio audience, vacation studio audience is a little bit better this time around. So
Yeah.
there we go.
All
See you later, my man.
Have a great one.